OutDaughtered, Season 9. Blayke Busby talks getting older and entering 7th grade. Blayke Busby of OutDaughtered fame talked about her feelings regarding heading into 7th grade in 2023. Here's what she said. TLC's OutDaughtered Season 9 takes fans inside the world of the Busby family in 2023. Adam and Danielle Busby stopped filming in 2021, so fans were shocked to see the couple return with their 6 daughters. Blayke Busby is nearly a teenager, while the Busby Quints are 8 years old. Here's what Blayke said about gearing up for 7th grade. OutDaughtered, Season 9 star Blayke Busby talked about entering 7th grade. Blayke Busby was born on April 5, 2011, making her 11 to 12 years old in OutDaughtered Season 9. And fans likely remember her when she was just 5 years old, as that's when TLC began airing the series. The Busby Quints were born on April 8, 2015, making them 4 years younger than their oldest sister. Now that Blayke is nearly a teenager, a lot is bound to change around the Busby household. Recently, Adam and Danielle Busby brought their kids to speak with Houston Life about the series' new season. And Blayke touched on getting older and entering the 7th grade in 2023. "I'm excited," Blayke said of starting 7th grade. "My 2 cousins that live here in Texas have already been through 7th grade, and they said a lot of really good things about it." Danielle posted about Blayke's luxury picnic painting party. Her daughter had to celebrate her 12th birthday. "Oh, my heart. I just love seeing my now 12-year-old smile," Danielle captioned her Instagram post. "She had the best birthday party today. Leave it to this mama and Mrs. Ariel with and Axel to make a simple painting party a luxury picnic painting party. It could not have turned out any cuter." Adam and Danielle also touched on how looking back at past show episodes feels. "It's crazy to go back and just see all the old footage and stuff," Adam said. "I mean, it's such a great memory to have. What a legacy it is to be able to go back and think in the future that our kids' kids will have that and be able to see their grandfather and grandmother raising their parents." Danielle and Adam Busby discussed allowing her oldest daughter on social media. With Blayke Busby getting older, will Adam and Danielle Busby allow her to have social media accounts? The OutDaughtered Season 9 stars touched on the idea while speaking in an interview. "We'll get there when we get there," Danielle told DailyMail.com. "I'm not there yet, so I don't know. There's obviously a lot of things that Mom and Dad have seen and we've learned," Adam added. "It's going to take a long, slow process of just making sure that she's able and capable and mature enough to deal with it, because it's not all just glamorous. It's work, and you've also got to deal with the good and the bad. So for a teenager that's not used to that, that's hard." OutDaughtered. Hazel Busby was the last Quint to learn to swim, Adam Busby said. Hazel Busby didn't learn how to swim as fast as the other Quints. Here's what OutDaughtered star Adam Busby explained. TLC's OutDaughtered Season 9 features Adam and Danielle Busby explaining life with their 6 daughters, Blayke and the Busby Quints. The Quints turned 8 years old in April 2023, and they're learning many new skills. Unfortunately, the series still focuses on Hazel Busby's eye issues, as her eyes may affect her ability to learn new skills. And Adam once documented Hazel's journey to learning how to swim. The Busby Quints are all developing their personalities in OutDaughtered Season 9, which also applies to Hazel Busby. Adam and Danielle Busby always knew Hazel as the sweet Quint, though she had trouble with her eyes. She has nystagmus, causing her eyes to move rapidly. In Season 9, this issue persists. Early seasons of OutDaughtered showed Hazel lagging in learning motor skills, and she also reportedly had trouble learning how to swim. Adam posted video footage to his vlog, It's a Buzz World, showing how Hazel eventually conquered swimming. But she was the last of the Quints to learn. This whole summer, pretty much all the girls knew how to swim except for Hazel, Adam said in the video he posted in 2020. Hazel was the one that she was just being super stubborn about it and just had this fear. The vlog occurred over Labor Day weekend, and Adam explained how he brought his kids to Lake Charles, Louisiana for family fun. What better thing to do than to try to coax Hazel to start swimming? Adam noted, out of all the girls, Hazel's been the only one who's been refusing to start swimming like the other girls have. She just had a little bit of animosity with swimming. While the footage began with Hazel barely able to swim without a floating aid, she accomplished her goal by the end of the 15-minute video. "It's been a good trip," Adam said. "Hazel learned how to swim this weekend." "That's awesome." "Well, worth the charge of admission for that." OutDaughtered Season 9 features Hazel Busby learning how to ride her bicycle. OutDaughtered Season 9 fans will see more of Hazel Busby learning a new skill this season. In Episode 5, Adam and Danielle Busby discuss how Hazel's having difficulty understanding how to ride a bicycle even when the other Busby Quints mastered the technique. Adam believed that Hazel's inability to ride had to do with her eyesight. "The thing is, how much are her glasses helping whenever she's moving fast?" Adam asked Danielle in an exclusive clip posted to People. "She normally isn't moving that fast. And so, it's like, she doesn't quite trust herself." "To me, that doesn't mean anything that has to do with vision," Danielle countered. "Look at Ava. Ava gets nervous to go fast on a bike and is kind of still scared of it. So I don't know if it's like vision or not." Danielle then noted that she doesn't like to jump to the conclusion that Hazel's vision is the reason why she lags in learning some skills. Danielle thinks it could also be due to Hazel's general lack of confidence. "I don't like doing that to her," the mother said. "Because we wouldn't second-guess that if it was any of the other girls. But because Hazel has nystagmus, we must immediately say, this is what this is." OutDaughtered Season 9. The Busby Quints celebrated their golden birthday in 2023. Ava, Riley, Hazel, Parker, and Olivia celebrated their golden birthday in April 2023. The Busby Quints are now 8 years old. The Busby Quints are growing up. The pint-sized stars of TLC's OutDaughtered recently turned 8 years old. And as their dad Adam Busby pointed out, it was an extra special celebration since it was the girls' golden birthday. The OutDaughtered stars turned 8 in April 2023. In April 2015, Adam and his wife Danielle Busby welcomed their 5 daughters. Now the Quints, Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, and Parker, are 8 years old. Earlier in 2023, they celebrated their golden birthday, or the birthday on which a person's age matches their birth date. My 5 little miracles on their golden birthday. A big, happy 8 years celebrating their life with us. Our hearts are so full, Adam wrote in an Instagram post on April 8th. In a series of posts on her Instagram, Danielle praised each of her Quints. Ava is her little sassy, over-emotional, full of giggles, knick-knack, hoarder, over-dramatic little precious princess and mama's best friend, she wrote. Meanwhile, she described Hazel as an extra special kind of soul, adding that she was so proud of all the obstacles you have overcome ever since you were born at just 2 pounds. Has a curious mind and is always asking questions, Danielle wrote. You amaze me quite often. One thing is for certain, you always keep me on my toes. Parker was named Perfect Parker in the womb. You are a perfectionist, strong-willed, stubborn often, ultra-talented, and the definition of a sporty girly girl, her mom wrote. Finally, there's Olivia, who is the first quintuplet I got to hold in the hospital, and I hope one day you can understand what that moment meant to my mommy soul. When Danielle delivered her 5 daughters in 2015, they became the first all-female set of quintuplets born in the U.S. In August 2020, a second set of all-female quints were born in Odessa, Texas, to Heather and Priscilla Rodriguez, News West 9 reported. Ava, Parker, Riley, Hazel, and Olivia arrived prematurely via cesarean section at 28 weeks. They weighed between 2 pounds and 2 pounds 6 ounces and spent several months in the NICU before their parents could take them home. Adam and Danielle conceived their babies via intrauterine insemination after struggling with fertility. I don't see life without them now that I've seen them in person, Danielle told NBC News shortly after giving birth. In addition to the Quints, Adam and Danielle are parents to an older daughter named Blayke. She turned 12 just a few days before her little sisters turned 8. To celebrate, her parents organized a luxury picnic painting party. My baby girl, 12 today. You are beautiful, sweet, silly, a perfectionist, a server, a little sassy, and I just love you so much. She added, You made a mommy, and you have taught me how it is to love something with not knowing how to explain it, Danielle wrote of her eldest daughter on Instagram. You, my beautiful baby girl, will do big things in this world. Keep seeking Jesus, loving others with a gracious heart, and strive for all things you desire. Love you, biggest most. OutDaughtered spoilers. Busby family fears for Hazel Busby as second eye surgery looms. OutDaughtered spoilers for Season 5 reveal major challenges for the Busby family. Danielle Busby deals with the difficulties of lockdown with 6 children. Adam Busby, on the other hand, couldn't help but fear for his family's safety. Meanwhile, time flies fast for the Quints, who turned 5 years old. OutDaughtered spoilers. Danielle Busby struggles with lockdown. OutDaughtered spoilers reveal that home quarantine is taking its toll on Danielle Busby. The OutDaughtered mom appears to struggle with dealing with the lockdown, especially with 6 young girls around. In a sneak peek for the show's new season, Adam Busby's wife shares her concerns as the coronavirus situation gets serious. Danielle Busby particularly worries about being stuck at home with 6 restless girls. The TLC celeb seems to struggle with keeping the girls occupied as they stay in the house. Adam's better half is also concerned about the kids' basic needs now that there's a shortage of supplies. In addition, Danielle Busby finds it challenging to homeschool her daughters. With schools closed, the OutDaughtered mama has to educate the girls at home. However, Danielle seems unsure whether or not she can pull it off. As a mom of 6, I'm not made to be an at-home school teacher, she says. Adam Busby worries about family as coronavirus continues. Adam Busby also shares the same concern as his wife Danielle. The OutDaughtered dad fears for his family's safety, especially with the increasing number of positive cases. In the same clip, Adam is determined to protect his wife and daughters. However, he couldn't help but feel scared knowing that people around the world are dealing with a pandemic. Despite all the fear, the Quints are at ease knowing that their daddy will protect them. Parker Busby even adorably tells Adam how he makes her feel safe. OutDaughtered. Hazel Busby's eye problem gets worse. Meanwhile, it seems Danielle and Adam Busby's worst fear for Hazel Busby is looming. This is after the OutDaughtered sweetheart's eye condition starts to get serious. OutDaughtered spoilers report Hazel Busby's eyes are moving uncontrollably again. She's also turning her head more consistently. These issues were already improved after Hazel Busby had eye surgery in 2016 at just a year old. But now, it seems her eye problem is getting bad again, which might require yet another procedure. Adam Busby says they've always known that Hazel Busby will need another surgery in the future since her eye condition has no cure. But things seem a lot easier now that Hazel Busby is more aware of her situation. Will Hazel Busby undergo eye surgery again? Many are now curious when Hazel Busby will get another eye procedure. The OutDaughtered star was scheduled for a checkup at Dell's Children's Eye Center. But because of the lockdown, her schedule is on hold, so it's another waiting game for the Busby family. Hazel Busby has a condition called nystagmus, a vision impairment that results to uncontrolled movements of the eyes. And while her previous operation hugely improved her eyes, it still doesn't fix the problem for good. It's something she was born with, and she'll have it the remainder of her life, Danielle Busby said in an interview. There's no official cure to it. She added that having another surgery is inevitable and is something they have prepared for in years. OutDaughtered. Where do the Busbys live? Louisiana natives and OutDaughtered. Stars Adam and Danielle Busby live outside of Houston with their 6 daughters, including a set of quintuplets. The Busby family is finally back on TLC. In July 2023, OutDaughtered returned to the network for its 9th season, more than 2 years after new episodes last aired. Obviously, a lot has changed for the family of 8 since viewers last saw them on TV. The Quints, Riley, Hazel, Olivia, Ava, and Parker, are heading into 3rd grade. Eldest daughter Blayke is in junior high, and mom Danielle Busby has opened a brick-and-mortar version of her online clothing boutique. But one thing hasn't changed: where the Busby family lives. Danielle and her husband Adam Busby both grew up in Louisiana. After they married in 2006, they moved to League City, Texas, where they've lived ever since. At one point, they briefly considered moving to Dallas for Adam's work, but they eventually decided against it. League City, which is located midway between Houston and Galveston, is close to the water and has a population of about 115,000. It's also home to Danielle's store, Grayson B Boutique, which opened its first physical location in 2022. The OutDaughtered family had to move from their first home because of mold. Initially, the Busbys lived in a home in the Marbella subdivision in League City. But a few years after the Quints were born, the family had to move because their house was infested with mold, which they discovered when one of their daughters came down with a respiratory illness. The unpleasant saga was chronicled in OutDaughtered Season 5. The whole upstairs seems to be covered with mold, and it's really bad in Ava and Olivia's room, so my stomach is turning over because the numbers are like astronomical, Danielle said at the time. Ultimately, the Busbys had to move into a rental while work was done to repair the damage on their sick house. At first, Adam and Danielle hoped to be able to move their family back to their original home. But that proved to be impossible. Eventually, they ended up purchasing their rental home, where they still live. Since moving in, the Busbys have truly made the home their own. The kitchen created a massive pantry and added a mudroom. They showed off the in-progress renovations in a 2020 YouTube video. In a post on the family's It's a Buzz World blog, Danielle shared that she let the girls help when it came to updating their bedrooms. Riley, for example, picked a purple rug that guided the rest of Danielle's decision choices. Another perk of the current house over the old one? The massive yard, complete with a swimming pool. The yard is the most beneficial, Danielle explained in an episode of OutDaughtered. We like for the kids to play outside. We don't like our kids being on iPads and that kind of stuff. We want them to play and interact, so there's a pool, there's a huge yard, it's definitely a plus in that aspect. OutDaughtered. Inside New Busby House, where the TLC series is filmed. OutDaughtered. Viewers are aware that the Busby family hasn't always lived where they are now. Here's what we know about the new location of the couple and their 6 girls. As we get into the new season of OutDaughtered, fans will have noticed that Danielle and Adam Busby have remained in what was supposed to be a temporary home for the girls. The couple decided to move out of their original house in Marbella, Texas, in December 2018 after a mold inspection caused Ava to be hospitalized for a respiratory illness. Danielle and Adam, who are parents to quintuplets Ava, Hazel, Riley, Olivia, Parker, all 5 and 9-year-old Blayke, moved back in Season 5. The new place is a mere 10 minutes from their first home and was being rented out. Reportedly, the family initially planned to stay there for 6 months before returning to their old home. However, unconfirmed reports are that they purchased the new property and don't plan on going back. In many photos, we see that the family has gotten comfortable in the new location. The girls, of course, would appreciate the swimming pool it came with. Furthermore, the area League City is often said to be among the safest places in Texas. Plus, it's known for recreational activities, which is perfect for when Danielle and Adam want to go out on date nights. Even with 6 girls at home, the pair know it's important to keep their romance up. The pair have even managed to have dinner alone amid the COVID-19 pandemic, as revealed in a post shared mid-May. Danielle joked that even the kids wanted them out of the house for a while. Regarding children, the pair recently spoke on whether they'd be open to having more kids. They would. In a May interview with Us Weekly, the couple said they were open-minded about expanding their family. If they do, it would be through adoption, since Danielle received a hysterectomy in 2019. Initially, the 36-year-old struggled to have children after getting married in 2006. She finally got pregnant in 2011. Then, the pair agreed to try intrauterine insemination, and the Quints were born in 2015. Each Quint has her own unique personality, and most are alike in appearance. In a recent photo, though, fans were surprised to see how much taller Parker was than her sisters Olivia and Hazel. The April photo saw the 3 girls celebrating their 5th birthday. Viewers will see just how distinct the difference is as we get into Season 7 of OutDaughtered. We'll also get a look at how Danielle deals with the challenge of homeschooling her girls. Since COVID-19 has caused strict social distancing protocols, the parents of 6 had to tape some of Season 7 themselves. Somehow, they juggled their large family as well as camera equipment. New season of OutDaughtered details. The outbreak also means Hazel's eye surgery has to be cancelled. The young girl has suffered from a condition called nystagmus, which causes uncontrollable eye movement. The latest season will be available via several providers, including Fubo TV, Philo TV, TLC Go, and the TLC website. Fans may watch old episodes on Hulu, YouTube TV, and Amazon Prime. OutDaughtered. Riley hits her big sister Blayke. The latter calls the Quints annoying. OutDaughtered family kept everyone in the dark while announcing their hiatus from the reality TV realm. But a few days ago, they released the brand new season of the show and took everyone by surprise. Well, Season 9 promises lots of varied storylines and exciting adventures. Apart from the joyous, cutesy moments in the show, there will also be some intense yet worrisome moments. The trailer also featured a moment when Riley gets into a fight with her elder sister, Blayke, and they kinda get violent. So, what happened? OutDaughtered. Blayke and Riley get into a fight. Things get handsy. The OutDaughtered trailer was like a breath of fresh air for the fans. They got excited as ever after realizing their favorite family was returning on the TV screens. As the trailer began, Adam and Danielle agreed that the girls were growing up too quickly. They mentioned how things around the house were chaotic and louder than usual, as the Quints are 8 years old now. Then, there was a scene where Blayke braided Riley's long blonde hair. After she was done, the elder Busby siblings shared her honest opinion. She told her baby sister that her hair kind of looked ugly from the back. Well, it looked like Riley didn't like what she heard. She couldn't help herself but hit Blayke for insulting her hair. So, it again circled back to what Adam and Danielle were saying about the Quints growing up and becoming loud. Fans could sense that there's been a major shift in the family dynamics since the last time they saw the Busbys on screen 2 years ago. Earlier, Blayke was like the second mother to the girls, but now they had started to pick up fights with her. Hence, their bond would be interesting to explore in OutDaughtered Season 9. OutDaughtered. Blayke calls the Quints annoying. Apart from calling the girls loud, Papa Adam Busby also mentioned they brought in the sass. While Riley rebelled against her big sister Blayke, the latter also called her sisters annoying. Fans must know that the OutDaughtered child star is 4 years older than the rest of her siblings. Over the years, everyone had seen little Blayke act more mature than her age and took care of the Quintuplets. But as mentioned above, there has been a major shift in that dynamic in these last 2 years. There was also a segment in the trailer where the girls decided to give their mom, Danielle, a spa day. Blayke again had a disagreement with the Quints regarding who will do their mother's face. So, there was a lot of commotion in the household. Apart from the sisters, Adam and Danielle are also going to lock horns. They will have issues with one another as the latter would get more involved with their boutique, Grace and B. All of it will unfold in the upcoming season. TLC is all set to premiere Season 9 on July 11th. Keep an eye on TV season and spoilers for all the latest OutDaughtered updates.